Alright, some casual flood gameplay. Let's get started. Okay, honestly, I'm gonna say this now. If I had to say anything, I think the flood gravemind leader is more the most difficult to use. Because, I'll just show you when I get to it. Honestly, it's pretty cool to use them, but it's honestly one of the most difficult ones to use. Oh wait, let me show you the models in the Warthog. I don't know if you can be able to see them, but this is as far as my camera can be able to go. All honesty, my author did a pretty good job.
Supply pad complete.
This mod author really did a good job. They were really thorough. So what I usually do is when I get to the point where I can be able to start making troops, I just start spamming a bunch of infection forms. Start spamming all the infection forms that I can,
Supply pad
because as I
complete.
upgrade them, it's gonna get a lot more expensive. So might as well just spam them while I get the chance. There's also these two
Reactor
bases right
complete.
here are actually insurrectionist areas, so I could be able to use that to get a couple of marine combat forms, or I could use those. I could use these areas right here, these four areas around here to get some combat forms. That's the only way I could be able to get an advantage or anything like that. That's honestly what I like about the Flood. You can be able to get the unlimited amount of troops you need to fight, as long as you get infection forms to be able to spend. That's why I spammed a whole crap ton of infection forms. There we go. Now let's get that upgrade. I think it would be wise to start with the 50 infection forms. Excuse me. Because like I said, as when it gets upgraded, it'll just get a whole lot more expensive. Give me a minute. It's gonna take a little bit before this thing is done. While I wait, I'm gonna get some more power stocks. Actually, better yet, I can get one of these guys. So then I'm gonna scatter around here, see how many insurrectionists I can be able to infect. Okay, here. Oh, there's one here.
Barracks complete.
Yeah, sorry about the incessant clearing my throat. Like again, my allergies are acting up. All right, let's heal this one. Let's heal the warthog.
Regeneration ready. Healing target.
This is literally my only combat use. This is the only unit I'll have for combat for a while. And the reason I say that it's kind of difficult to play with the flood is because, yeah, the flood can be able to get more troops by infecting the enemy's troops or anything around them, but I think their forces are some of the most expensive. The infection forms aren't exactly that expensive. You can easily get a whole crap ton. And you saw that because I just got literally like 50 as soon as I started. But the flood carrier, that takes 2 power and 350 resources. And the thrasher form takes 3 power and 500 resources. And I think it gets more expensive as you upgrade them both, which I'm going to do right there. But I'm not gonna lie, the flood is honestly kind of fun to play with. Plus, the mod author has been. I think I heard that the mod author was working on the flood to balance it out a little bit. Maybe that'll make it a little bit easier to get troops or something. Or maybe it'll just stay the same. Maybe it'll just balance out some stuff because some people had some criticisms about the flood. But honestly, it's kind of fun. The flood is a little bit of a challenge that I honestly like. It honestly really puts the emphasis on you need to be careful where your troops go, because if you aren't, you can lose all the troops that you gained. You can't easily get them back. That is until you get a flood grave mine, and that's a feat in itself. Okay, let's get another power stock so I can start getting carriers. Alright. Oh! Okay. 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 Elites.
Reactor complete.
There goes my insurrectionist infections. Okay. Hopefully I'll have the flood infection forms to be able to infect those guys.
Enemy engagement.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna have to have this guy fall back. I'm gonna have to have this guy fall back until I can be able to get more infections. This is my only scout and my only combat unit. Okay, so let's get some flood carriers. You see what I mean when I say it gets more expensive? This was 10 in resources, now it's 30. So now, I'm guessing after I get the next infection form upgrade, it'll be 50? That's my guess, I'm not sure. Hmm? Okay. Trying, so you're not seeing a whole crap ton of fights. I'm trying to build up my forces. Because like I said, this is the most difficult type of leader that I had to do, or that I've had to use. I honestly like the Covenant's leaders better than any of the other leaders. One, because I honestly really like the Revenant. I've been using Truth more than any of the other leaders. I like the Brute and the Arbiter, but I think I like Truth better because the Revenant is really fun. But the Flood, I have to say, are pretty cool. The fact that you can be able to take the enemy's troops from them and use them for yourself is honestly pretty cool. You just gotta be very, very careful on how you get these troops. You just gotta be careful where you're using the attack. Also, you can be able to make flood buildings anywhere on the map. Just depends on how many. There's a limit on how many. So right here, I'm gonna make a large flood egg, like some kind of a scatting type of thing. Plus, if you recycle them, it'll make some flood clouds. So the only thing about them is, the only thing about the flood eggs is the flood clouds. You can't control them. I've tried, and it won't let you. That I'm kind of bummed about. Maybe the monitor will put that in future update or something. But either way, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna see if I can infect some enemies. Actually, wait. Let me see if they're still there. Let me see if they're still there. If they're still there, we'll try to attack and infect those troops. Oh,
Enemy
they were
engagement.
just charging. Okay, run. Oh, god darn it. Okay, here we go. Infection forms? Go in and infect. Go and cause havoc. That is a lot of infection forms. Oh my god. I'm getting Halo 3 vibes.
Regenerate healing target.
Or I'm getting Combat Evolved and Halo 3 vibes here. Okay, so what I usually do when I infect when I infect enemy troops, I usually send them back to my base so they can try defending. Because, like I said, these are most likely going to be the only troops you're going to have for a while. So as you start infecting more people, you'll get more troops to be able to use just to throw at them. Because at this point, and if we're doing anything with lore, the Flood are just in their feral mode. I'm trying to be. You could be able to just throw them at the enemy just to be. Just to roleplay as a Flood, but.
Regeneration healing target.
I usually just try to. I usually just try to be strategic. Darn! I was gonna try affecting that one. Oh well, I got one. Let's go get some insurrectionists. Oh, wait! Oh! More flood! More flood! More potential flood forms! Get him! Get him! Get the arbiter! Take him down! Now then, let's infect these guys. Get him! Get him! Get them all!
Regenerate healing target.
There we go. Okay. That'll do wonders for my troops. The thing with leaders, though, is they literally are able to teleport your troops over to where they are, and that does good things for the Flood because, well, this is mostly with the Covenant leaders, but the Flood can be able to use that to their advantage by infecting every soldier that the leader just brings over to them. Gotta get some more infection forms. Okay, I need to get these guys over here because I do not like having my infected foot soldiers in the way of fire. See, I like having my foot soldiers, like my infected soldiers, being able to fire when I had the ability to just throw them at everybody. When I had the resources and the ability to do that, I just throw them at everybody. Alright, let's take this place out. I'm sorry about that. Oh, more elite rangers. Get them! Get them! Get them! Infect! Infect! Now that I got 2 more elites. Oh, hunters! I know I can't infect the hunters, but I can still kill them. Yeah. Infection forms are really good at killing the buildings. So I shouldn't just throw them at my enemies' buildings like that. Because like I said, these guys can get expensive sometimes.
Base under attack.
Oh shoot. Oh. Okay, let's finish this base and then move on to the next. Oh my god, you keep using hunters and I'm gonna keep destroying them. Oh, wait. God dang it! Infect the grunts and the elite. Now I got more. Now I got some grunts. And honestly, the thing about the infected flood forms, like the the infected grunts, elites, humans, brutes, when you infect them with infection forms, they don't create light. Strange as it is, it doesn't. They don't create a clearness in the fog or anything like this. For some reason, when the infection forms are made, they do create some kind of a lighter area or something, so you can be able to see what's in the area. But these guys, when you infect, they don't. So when you do produce them yourself, they do start showing light in the area. But that's only after you get a grave mind. And let's get some carriers. Oh, Dang it! It's gonna infect that guy. Oh well, there'll be others. And also, whenever you add another flood nest around here, either a grave mine or a flood nest, you'll be able to get more, sorry, some more population space. Just a cool tip for you. Come on, let's get them.
Regenerate healing target.
I honestly just do this so it'll be a little bit easier to get more infection forms. Alright, let's infect those guys. Now to infect the snipers. I'm just on an infection spree. Now it's time to send these guys. Yeah, they still have the snipers. Okay, you go back. Now I'm gonna need you to get their resources that they just dropped. Alright, so... Whew, okay, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Guess I don't have anywhere near the amount of resources I need to build up a grave mine. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. Infect and add to the
Enemy
horde.
engagement.
Ooh!
Supply pad
Ooh!
upgraded.
Ooh. Okay, get him! Get him! Get him! Infect! Oh shoot, they took out my snipers. They took out my snipers. I'm gonna get you for that arbiter! Okay, infect these guys so I can have some kind of a... Oh, I still did have my snipers.
Enemy engagement.
First, take these guys. I need more marines. Keep infecting. Keep infecting. Keep infecting. To be honest, I'm kind of disappointed that there wasn't any kind of a flood grunt form or something like that. Like it's in the mainstay Halo games, not Halo Wars. Because honestly, it's kind of cool that there's a Halo Wars grunt, infected grunt. But it's kind of disappointing that it wasn't in the main game. I think it was probably thought about in 343. I think it was probably thought about in 343, but they just didn't have the time or the resources to make all NPCs have flood forms. But it would also be pretty cool. Because think about it. As grunts, as weak as grunts are, they'd probably be as weak as grunts are in their healthy form or something like that, a flood form would probably be pretty deadly for if a grunt was infected. Because one thing, they're not going to be cowards. The grunts aren't going to be cowards. Or the infection form isn't going to be a coward like the grunts are. And then there's the fact that the flood do not care about their well-being, so they'll just charge at you and not care if they die or not. Because every single bit of what is there will be every single bit of what happens to it will always help the hive. Alright, what
Enemy
direction is...
engagement.
Ooh, there's quite a few here.
Where's that support? No! Booyah!
Come on, infect! Infect the humans! Infect! Alright, a ton of Marines have just been infected, sending you over here. Honestly, most of the time when you play as a Flood, you're probably just going to be doing a whole entire just you're gonna be doing a lot of this. You're just gonna be infecting, going back, infecting again, and just doing this entire routine until you can be able to get a grave mine up.
Enemy engagement.
Oh! Send these guys over there. Let's send these guys over. Infect. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Time to get a grave mine up. That way I start building my own troops and not have to worry about infecting other enemies. Yes, I think. God dang it, I needed 3 from power. Okay, upgrade this guy. And you. Because I do need more
Enemy
resources.
engagement.
Oh! Infect. Infections.
Supply pad upgraded.
Regenerate healing target.
Infect them all. Okay, I'm gonna need ghosts, so you retreat. Okay, make a flood den here. Let's make a root stock here. And let's... No, not a flood launcher. That would be crazy. Let's make a flood nest here. I don't have that many resources. God God dang, I got a lot of flood forces. I got a lot affected. Okay, let's start making some infection forms over here as like a base defense and infector in case enemies attack. Always gotta have backup. You always gotta have a backup when you're playing as a flood. You gotta think ahead of the enemy. Attack the hunters because they took out my infections. Kill the hunters. Kill. Come on. Get the hunters. You can do it. That would also be pretty cool if there was a flood tank form in all of Halo. Like there was a flood tank form that was able to use the hunter's weaponry. Like the flood is able to morph into anything. Like they could be able to take any form they want. So why not take the form and why not take the form of the ability to take the hunter's beam gauntlet or whatever it is. It kind of makes sense, honestly. It's a pretty deadly weapon, and the Flood can be able to basically just make tank
Regeneration
forms
healing
that will
target.
be able to use it. I think that's kind of a missed opportunity. Like, I get that hunters wouldn't be able to get infected, but this isn't exactly like infections. I should almost have the amount to make a grave mine, so I'm gonna send these guys over here. Get one of these guys. Let's see what's over here. Maybe I could be able to infect a bunch of guys over here. And the reason I got this guy right here is he will be able to drop in more infection forms for me when I need them.
Enemy engagement.
Infect! Infect! Kill the Arbiter! Kill the Arbiter! He's our biggest, he's the biggest danger here. Infect. Infect. Infect the grunts. Infect them all. I want them all. Just wow. Just really wow. God dang, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. God dang it. Oh well. Have to wait a little bit longer now. Okay. Frick. Well, at least I have a little bit more uh, biomass to work with. I'm gonna send my forces over there to give them some backup. Though, honestly, if I'm to give you another suggestion, I would be careful. I would try to do this as quickly as possible because if you're going against the Covenant, there's a chance that they'll bring in a Scarab. So, yeah, the Scarab will just chew through all your infected hosts. So, yeah, that's something you gotta look out for. Okay, so, oh, the Great Mine's almost done. It's giving me some combat involved in 3 to 5s.
Enemy engagement.
Okay, I can be able to make infected marines and infected grunts from the proto grave mine itself. So let's get the barracks and flood vehicle nest. These guys are actually pretty cool. Honestly, if anything, I think it's pretty cool the fact that now this mod author has actually gave the flood infected vehicles like the Warthog and the Ghost their own model. It's honestly pretty cool.
Barracks complete.
And also there's a bunch of other infections. There's a bunch of other forms that you'll use. Like there's a bunch of jackals, like jackal snipers, needler jackals, infected elite, a bunch of brutes. Most likely I won't have the time to be able to show you. Oh, well, never mind. Let me get these guys
Barracks
and get
complete.
these guys started because they're just chewing through it. Infect. More biomass, eh? There's more biomass.
Enemy engagement.
It took out the Arbiter. God. They're just slowly just eating away at the enemy base's health. Honestly, that's a little bit terrifying when you think about it. It's a little bit terrifying if you think about it. Basically, the Flood are a being that literally just exists to infect, and seeing how you can easily get this many infected in one sitting, honestly, it's kind of terrifying. We already know that if the Flood actually existed, we'd be screwed. Literally, just looking at what happened with the whole COVID,
Enemy
we
engagement.
literally would be screwed. You tell someone not to go near them, they would just say, "Oh no way, I'm gonna go near it and see what happens." So we just flat out be screwed. Let's get Warhog, Ghost, Big Wraith. Can't get Scorpion yet. Oh, wait, there it is. Oh shoot, they're already close to finishing it. Well, there we go. I thought I had a little more time to be able to get the rest of the infection forms out, but nope. Well, you know what? I'm gonna pull back. I'm gonna pull these guys back so I can at least show you the infection forms. Though I do need to be quick because the Scarab can tear apart your troops, like I said before. Infect those guys. Infect them. Alright, okay, so there's a scorpion being made, so let's see what else I can be able to build. Okay, so I can't get the jackal sniper or the brute major, but it's kind of already shown what they'll look like, because the jackal sniper will basically look like the needler jackal, but with a carbine. The brute major is basically like the brute miner, except it'll have a little bit better health. The only thing that can tell you that the wraith and the scorpions are infected is that they've got the blood mist around them, or flood mist. I don't know if I said blood or flood. Yeah, they got the. Honestly, it's pretty cool that the fact that the flood has the same models that they got from Halo 3. The Brutes model is from Halo 3. That's pretty cool. This mod author is really specific, or this modder is really good. Okay, let's. Dang it! Well, I got this guy.
Enemy engagement.
Okay. Oh.
Reactor complete.
Oh my god, they got a plasma cannon. They got the mega turret. Alright, let's get the brute and jackal sniper out. So I can finish this fight. Sir, finishing this fight. Oh, there's a sniper rifle instead of a carbine. Huh. I was wrong about that. I had to say, these models are pretty cool. They're really impressive. Okay, now that you've seen the models, I'm going to finish this fight because this has gone on long enough. Alright, all charge! All charge! There's so many flood forms. Like I said, this is honestly pretty terrifying. Seeing how you can easily just... Seeing how the flood can easily just infect people. That's kind of terrifying. The fact that if they did exist, we'd be extinct. We'd literally just be extinct. And it's been shown that we're a lot dumber than the humans in Halo universe. Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. Honestly, that was... Oh, excuse me. Honestly, that was pretty fun. I really like using... I honestly... Wait. I'm still going. Is there still... people on here? Well, that'll do it for this. Because I'm not stretching this video out any longer than it is. But... that was really fun. I really like using the Flood. The Flood is pretty fun to use. It's honestly one of my favorite leaders next to next to Regret. Next to Regret and the Grunts. Honestly, now that I did the Flood and all the Covenant leaders, I will be working on the UNSC next. I'll be working on the
You
UNSC
are victorious.
and the Insurrectionists. So, I just had to figure out which leader I'll be doing first for UNSC, because there's still 3 of them. So, hope you all enjoyed this very long video. Again, I'm sorry for how long this takes, or how long these videos are, but I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. See you around.